Oh, it's just Jord.
Whoa, have you seen the time, Leanne? It's time for another random podcast.
It's actually 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is indeed. 2 minutes past 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new podcast. It's me, it's just Jord, and today's guest is the one and only Kat. And Leanne's here, I think.
Hello.
Yeah. So we're third episode in. Do you feel like we've covered a lot of topics so far?
I don't know, we always talk random crap, so...
I always like a good random crap talk. So, have you seen... Let's get straight into the analytics in the tags. Have you seen Resident Evil?
Yes.
Everyone's seen Resident Evil 7. And quite frankly, I'm already bored of it.
But you love Resident Evil.
I do love Resident Evil, but I'm legit already bored.
What's making you bored about it? Because George's somebody who loves Resident Evil.
I do, but... To be quite honest, it's too scary for me to play.
So you because you're scared, it's boring you.
Well, no, it's just frightening me. Is the better term.
So basically,
I'm a pussy. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to play it, but I've watched like every other YouTube play it. YouTube. I was just wondering if I English then. But I've been watching like every other YouTuber play it, so I feel like the void has been filled. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. It just seems like they were trying something with Res 7. They've already released a DLC for it, I think.
Have they?
I could be wrong, but I think they might have. But with that being said, I have looked into the story of it.
And
it's confusing.
To be honest, I've never really been into Resident Evil that much because I don't like zombies. I don't even like the thought of them. But I kind of got a bit weirded out when they kind of started to turn into them. Is it Resident Evil 5 where they kind of started mutating into like weird things? So it was no longer really zombies.
The Resident Evil I know is all zombies.
Yeah.
It's all the way up to about 3. So it stops. Hello, Cat. It stops at about Resident Evil 3 Nemesis because I think on 4, Resident Evil 4 is when they took the Chris to. So I haven't even played that one, so I didn't want to play them. But the 4th one I think was when they took Chris to like this random shanty place and stuff, and then it became not so much zombies, but more from my point of view. I'd never played it, so I probably am wrong. But they became more like a slave sort of thing. So they were just like hypnotized or... I don't know, it's hard because I haven't played it. And I don't want to because it's not traditional Resident Evil.
Mm.
The Resident Evil I know is 3, 2 and 1. I mean, the first ever head turn when you play Res 1 is the freakiest one because the original ones, like, the zombie looks like a fucking testicle. The textures and stuff are like that crap for the PlayStation, but he actually looks like a testicle zombie. But it's one of the best things ever, seeing that first zombie. But
it does. I think I kind of understand that. How I think with the game, each sequel can ruin, either make or ruin a franchise. But it's when it drags on a bit too much and it starts to lose obviously its originality where it gets a bit I don't know whether I just get bored also, quite easy.
I don't know because Resident Evil was also plagued by the movie industry as well, so that
I thought
they didn't do
quite
bad.
I
thought they were those movies I thought are the only movies that were actually worth their salt. Like I thought they're the only ones that did well, and look at how they've dragged on the movies.
Yeah. You
see what I mean? Like it's a hard one. But anyway, let's divert from that. And I thought of a question actually while we were talking about Resident Evil, and it's always good to hear what other people's survival would be. So, Leanne, you're lying in bed, nice cup of tea, or 7-Up in your case, or whatever. Curtains on. Well, no one has telly, so. No one watches TV anymore, so you get a tweet, a little mention and stuff. Someone's posted a Twitter video on the zombie outbreak.
Is it Keemstar?
Keemstar, yes. Keemstar's sarcastically having a go at them because all they do is nothing and they should get jobs and all the money he gives them. Anyway, but so you see that on Twitter and you think, oh shit, what'd you do?
I probably wouldn't think it was real though, straight away, because the amount of stuff that it comes out anyway, and you're like, okay.
If so, it's a legit thing.
Okay.
It's legit. It's
right.
Everyone is shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Grabbing the water from the shops.
Yeah.
Move over, bitch. This is my beans.
Right.
All that malarkey. So, what would you do? Where would you go?
Okay, let me just picture this in my head. Right.
All right.
Zombie apocalypse. I would shit myself. I would start panicking. I would want to border up the house, but then I'm like, no, because zombies aren't the only thing to worry about anymore. It's humans. My aim would kind of be boat, because zombies can't really swim. But then what if the whole evolution happens and ends up zombie whales, zombie sharks? We're screwed.
No. But this is where if we're talking like a realism case,
look
zombies.
What you did to my brain. You made it rolling snowball.
But zombies wouldn't actually last more than 3 years.
Yeah, I know, because
if you look at it from like a reality,
they wouldn't survive the cold.
If it legitimately happened, you would only have to ride out for a couple of years, because they'd eventually decay, and plus they're exposed to open air when they decay, which makes it like 5 times as faster.
Maggots.
All that jazz. So I would literally, I'd get up in the morning, look on Twitter. Well, shit's kicked off. I'd post a meme. It's finally happened. Get the kits. And I haven't prepared, so there's no kit under my bed.
I know it sounds bad, but you're kind of making me want to prepare.
But so anyway, I get everyone in the car. We fuck off to Asda or whatever. Get all the goods, get all the juices.
Well, so you hear there's a zombie
outbreak,
and you trot off to the shop like it's no one's business.
To be fair, I don't even think I'll care. Like, I'll be like, I've been waiting for this.
We'll go to the
I've been waiting for this.
We'll go to the Winchester, have a nice cup of pint, and wait for all this to blow over.
Exactly. But to be fair, it depends what zombies they are. It always
if they
depends.
run, no mate.
If it's
not happening.
If it's the 28 weeks later zombies,
no way.
Fuck you. I'll just slit my throat there and then, because that would scare the shit out of me. But if it's like Shaun the Dead zombies, I go on like a normal day. I'd just be a bit cautious.
Well, like he did.
Yeah, basically.
Get me a cornetto.
Cornetto, please. But yeah, so I'll just be a bit wary of every other fucker. That's it. But I'd get all the stuff, go shopping, get a list. Pack the car.
Oh, no, because you've seen what they do in packs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, though, is these zombies are slow.
Yeah, and they're lethal in packs.
It's fine. I'll just ding the bell at Asda and I'll go off to Tesco. It's fine. Honestly, I'm surprisingly, I would be calm.
What are me and the kids gonna do? Chill out in the car while there's zombies up against the window? No, sorry, he's just in the store if you want him.
I'll put the cars in the garage. I'll fill up one car with supplies.
Where's the garage come from? We're at Tesco.
Yeah, it's zombie apocalypse. I've just stabbed a bastard in the heart for it. It's fine. We've got shit to do. We're a bit busy. At this point, it's 10 o'clock, right? And I'm fancying me a bit of a bacon butty. So I look at the hot section at Asda, pissed because there's nothing there. So I can fry me a zombie. But no, the point is, I will go there, get a few supplies that will last me a few years.
Wouldn't it be better then to go to McDonald's, seeing it's all basically processed stuff that could probably last?
That would probably kill me before a zombie does. But the point is, I'd go to that, get all my stuff.
We need tin food.
Yeah, get a lot of tin food.
You know what, as well?
What?
This is really, really bad, but...
Water doesn't go out of date for years as well.
We need to buy a new can opener, because that broke.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, see, a can opener would be valuable as well there. So we could start our own little trade.
Can openers.
Can you imagine how many people want to shoot us for one?
Yeah.
That's what would really bother me. Anyway, but I would generally hop on the boat. And I would fuck off. That's basically the only thing I would do. Is it would either be on the boat or, depending. See, I wouldn't want to barricade myself in a house. I think you're literally just shooting yourself in the foot if you do that.
Well, yeah, because then there's zombies and people to be
The only thing I can think of is somewhere secluded, somewhere no one's going to know where you are, and somewhere it's not easy for a human to gain access to you,
Somewhere
which is the
secluded.
sea. It's the sea. Or a lake, a big-ass lake. Nah, lake, nah. I'd go to the sea. So, in other words, we drive off to whatever, go buy a boat with our knife dollars. Die. That's 5-finger dish.
I'm a bit worried now because we've played zombie games. We've seen Walking Dead. We've seen all this stuff, and yet we still haven't got our zombie plan up to date. You know.
I think in the spirit of the moment, it would literally get in the car, go to this place.
Yeah, but no.
Deal with the saltwater problem later.
It just reminds me of I Am Legend. Everyone's trying to escape the sea. Everyone's going to be having that same idea.
Well, then what we do is we're kicking up a notch. We're plank cars out the city and just take a stroll up there. Like a family walk.
I'll tell you what.
To be fair, I just jack someone. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, I would
GTA.
Yeah. I'd go, oh, this queue's massive, and walk to the front. And, what are you waiting for, sir? Oh, my wife's just got to go get out. We're having this car. We're down about 50 cars down. You can have that car.
No. There's so many faults in your plan, and it's driving me mad.
Go on. Now my fault. Go on.
Your fault is that he's not going to give up that car.
I've got a knife. I will stab him.
He would have some weapons too.
And I would have the element of surprise.
No, you wouldn't.
I would offer him 50% discount on his windows and then stab him.
You've got me all in a serious mode now because I'm like...
I don't know. I think morally, if I'm going to be serious about the answer, I would not generally do that sort of shit at the start. That sort of shit. No. That sort of shit will happen when Rick Grind mode comes along, and like everyone's Coral. When everyone's killing each other, basically, is when that shit will kick off. But there's swearing in this podcast, boy.
Viewer discussion is advised.
I should have done that a bit earlier. But
we always swear though.
Yeah, we do. But no, I think. You just grab the main things, keep yourself to yourself, and go up to a boat. That's all I'd do.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to jack a boat because we don't have a boat.
Rent a boat.
Do you think money matters at this time where there is a zombie apocalypse?
Okay, a can of beans for 10 minutes on a boat. Don't come back. But then we might lose the beans. Wait, we can come back, jack him, then go again. I don't know. I like the idea of it because I just find it funny because can you tell me where the idea of zombies came from in the first place? It's not legit. It won't ever happen, touch wood. But yeah.
I hate it when people say it won't happen.
I doubt that it will. But if it did, I don't think it'd go out of control. Like, I think they play it off for more than it would be.
We are in England. UK go crazy when there's a bit of snow warnings. Things stop. People are grabbing all the milk and bread off the shelves.
I don't think we'd be the ones to start it. I think it would. I lost my letter then. Like,
you lost your voice.
I couldn't even say it. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I don't think we'll start it. I mean, we're not even that bothered about toxic crap. I don't think.
What?
I don't know.
Moving on.
I think we need to move on. Anyway, zombie apocalypse, our plan, boat. Safe to say?
Yeah, maybe, kind of, who knows.
What do you mean, kind of, who knows?
I just, realistically, that would be the aim. But...
what?
It just wouldn't. We wouldn't get there because everyone else is going to obviously be everyone. When you know ocean.
Yeah, our generation has grown up on zombie films, stuff like that. We'd be more than kitted out for this scenario. It's the older generation that'd be sat in the boarded up houses.
To be honest, we were at Jord's mum's the other day, and it's when your dad showed that he just botched off that shelf when he put that, and he's able to slide it off, and there's like a compartment behind it, and I was like, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, we could hide in there.
So it's like a shelf container thing.
Yeah, he didn't mean for it to happen. He just couldn't
just
be
didn't
bothered to do the rest of it. So he
Just want to knock down a wall.
Yeah.
Bod jobs. But anyway, like, I don't know, it's a hard one to call bad, even if it ever did come up.
Yeah.
But have you seen, speaking of zombies again, that's probably the theme of this one, have you seen or played the new Walking Dead?
No.
Not at all?
The only Walking Dead I have played is the Telltale.
Yeah,
game.
Telltale's got a new one.
No,
The new Frontier.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I was pretty gutted at the end of the first one, and with Lee.
To be honest, I'd say spoilers, but if you don't know by now, you deserve to be spoiled. Like, legit.
That's not fair.
Well, it is.
Some people don't get the time, but like, no, I shouldn't have said that then, should I?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I was really gutted at the end with Lee. So I just didn't want to play it again. It's the way he just keeps falling over during the whole game. You're like, you clumsy fucker, stop.
Lee, mate.
Lee,
get up.
Stop. There's a zombie.
I've seen a bit of it, but I have not played it. Like, the whole Clementine scenario looks really interesting to play. But I think I will hold off until I can play it myself, because obviously we've played the first one throughout. I like the first one. The first one was really good. It was unique.
I would tell people of different scenarios that I remember of us like doing when we found out certain bits during the game, but then there'd be more spoilers. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but I've called out spoilers. So spoilers for the complete first season with Lee and Clementine.
It's the bit when you find out that... Do you remember I was sat there playing it and you're on your computer and you just heard me like gasp when you find out that they were eating human. I told you and I was like, I told you there was something dodgy about these people. They were too nice.
Oh, was that on the farm?
Yeah.
No, I forgot.
And the guy just like comes downstairs like...
Oh, because that's the one where they have to kill Lily's dad as well, isn't it? On that one.
Oh.
I got Kenny to I was relentless. I couldn't give a fuck. I hated him, but I got Kenny to throw that block in his head more quicker than anything. But that was weird. And then there was also, if I remember rightly, I like the first one because I think I like the first one as well because it was totally unique at that point. Like, I think that was like Telltale. Say it for me. Telltale. I have such issues, but I think it was like their first sort of attempt, weren't it?
It was the first Telltale game I ever played. So
I am right in thinking
whether they actually, made other games before that. I don't remember them making any other games before that.
They put them on the map, at say the least. So it was the first one I saw of them, and for me, that was totally like unique.
Yeah.
I didn't like Lee to begin with, because I think the story. If I remember the story rightly, he murdered someone, didn't he? Lee did.
Yeah.
Killed
a man.
He did, didn't he? He killed a guy because the guy was sleeping with his wife. But yeah, so spoilers.
We said, "Oh my gosh, I'm spoiling it," and now we're just like going through the whole game, the whole story.
We said spoilers. I think we've covered our asses. But I like Lee. I didn't like him at first, but as it went on, he developed as such a link to Clementine. I thought it was just lovely.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when he died, kind of fucked me off a bit.
Yeah, that did with me as well. I was so sad. So I was just like, you know what? No, I'm fed up with you, Telltale. I'm just fed up. No.
Because at that point, they were relentless because they killed Kenny's wife and his son.
That was horrible.
Herschel fucked you off the farm.
I don't see why I was so shocked because it's The Walking Dead. We watched it way before the whole Telltale game thing came out. So I don't see why we were so shocked about all the horrible, sad scenarios happening.
But to be fair, I didn't think it'd be that early. That's what got me. I think a lot of those deaths happened quite early. Like the bit where they got to Herschel's farm was quite
that
relatively
straight away,
early.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay,
Damn
Duck's dead.
Ducky.
Duck's dead. He's he's bit some kind of bullet, but I don't think it's that.
I called him Ducky.
He's
Ducky,
used to annoy the
duck.
fuck out
There
of
we
me.
go.
But then, so Kelly goes on the downer. Yeah, apart from, I can't really remember whose death bothered me the most.
You know what?
It was Lee's,
what?
but-
Changing subject massively.
Who's
This has made me think, like, about game characters and which ones you think, like, what's your favourite game character? Is there been anyone that you're just like, you know what? They really did well on this character. I really enjoy them.
Don't start with Michael. You dare say Michael from GTA, and I'm really going to lose.
You don't know me very well if you think I'm going to say Michael, even though I really enjoyed GTA 5 and I liked all of them. But Michael was my favourite.
No, Ezio's probably your pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Ezio.
I don't know. Like, there's never. I'm trying to think of a game which has had so much of a story that I've shed a tear. And I mean, I what's the word? Choked up a bit at Lee's death. Choked up a bit at Dom's death.
That was sad.
That was sad.
Especially when Mad World starts playing.
Oh yeah.
Reminds you of the first. It's like, oh no.
That made me learn that guitar.
If you don't know what we're on about Gears of War 3.
No, it weren't 3, it was 2.
It's 3.
2?
Dom died
died
in
in
3.
2?
He died in 3.
He died in 2.
Right, Google.
Keep talking. He died in 2.
He died in 3.
Gears of War. Wait. 2.
He did.
Dom's death.
2 was my favourite, and it wasn't. It was 3.
No, I'm pretty Yeah, shit.
Yes. Gears of War 3.
Fuck off, was it 3?
Yes, it was. Don't you remember?
Oh my god,
He
my
saved
memory's
them.
that bad. Oh, it was 3.
2. Yeah, 2 is Delta Squad's in your house, bitch. Can you hear that shit? Oh, Coltrane. Yes, it is. Your grubby ass bitches are going down. Like, way down.
No. I'm definitely
down.
sure that one's 1.
No, it's 2. George.
Because that's how they
George,
introduced
I
Colt.
lived that game. No.
Oh, no.
It's 2.
I got you. No, you are right. That's twice I've been failing already.
Coltrane was amazing. Like, he lifted that game up, with spirit. Definitely. Because it was such, like, a,
I don't know who played him though.
He looks like
They
his
do look
character.
exactly like their character.
Yeah. He
Like
fit
the
it
actor
so
looked
well.
exactly. Anyway, what was the question?
Favourite game
I
character?
don't know. Like everyone does Snape. Everyone does I don't know, some fucking James Bond wannabe. But I don't know. I've never sort of like
connected with
No,
him.
I don't think I have. CJ now.
All you had to do.
Oh god. But no, I don't know. It's not been one sort of game that's made me sort of double think and like affected me enough for me to care, basically. Dom, yeah. I mean, the whole thing with Maria and his wife, that was sad. But that doesn't make me like Dom as a character, to be fair.
Well, I'm going on about things that you like in character-wise.
Yeah.
Like, because like with me, it's.
You know what? Fuck it. Master Chief.
Yeah,
Master Chief.
that always reminds me. Halo reminds
Halo.
me of you. That
No,
Halo's your.
No, you gotta be careful how you say this. So before 343 came along,
Before
Halo.
3, you like
343 is the industry. No, it's the studios that took over after Bungie. They're called 343. So anything made after that, nope. And before that, I feel bad. Like the old sort of Master Chief, and he wasn't even like a major character. Oh, Cortana actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Cortana
you
or
liked
Master
Cortana.
Chief, because I thought they're sort of like
Love story.
no, it weren't love story. It's just like they were each other. Like the way it was built and the way the game made, it was like Cortana was the human and Chief was the robot, and they sort of mixed well.
Yeah.
Like Cortana actually, as an AI, had more emotion than Chief did at some points, and it was like that back and forth that got me about Halo. That's why I loved Halo. But I can't think of. So who's yours? Be Ezio.
Mine would definitely be Ezio because I liked Assassin's Creed.
He the man.
The first one, and it was okay.
Altair weren't nothing special.
I liked Altair, but
Nah, he didn't grab me. He
like-
didn't have a personality.
it was kind of.
It was a lot of
what got
go
me-
to A to B.
What got me more about Assassin's Creed, like the first one, was it was a totally different game, totally different ball game. I hadn't played
It was
anything like
dog-shite gameplay.
Assassin-y and stuff like that. It was more sneaky. you know, for the games I was obviously playing then, it was like kind of action, you know.
Saints Row.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So it was definitely a change. So
Well, Saints Row when it was good.
And I remember when I heard about Assassin's Creed 2, and I remember playing it for the first time, and Ezio as a character, he was just so, you know, you see him as a teenager, just wanting to kind of sleep around, drink, have fun with his friends, and then his life just completely changes, and he just takes on everything. And I love how his character just becomes this humble, kind of wise, you know, man, you know. And
that's what I mean, though. He had more personality than Altair, and then Connor came along and fucked that up. Because Connor was so, like,
Connor, I was very disappointed with that game.
So douchey.
You know how excited I was, because I was, at one point, honestly, I was just such a mad Assassin's Creed fan. Clothes, I got Assassin's like shoes, like books, like anything Assassin's Creed I have.
If I could free run, I'd be an assassin today.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, I was so obsessed. And when I heard about that coming out, you know, 3, you went on the night it was released, didn't you? Because I pre-ordered it, and you went and you stood in line for
they
me. They
gave out pizza that night.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. Like, to be fair, shout out to Game Station, even though it's not there anymore, but thanks for that pizza, bruh. Amazing.
But, you know, I was so excited, and I stayed up and I played it, didn't I? And I was just so disappointed with it, and I felt bad for you, because you had stood, you
hours
stayed
of my
up.
life.
Yeah, you stayed up, you stood in line just to get me that game, and you're like, how's the game? And I'm like, eh. And I was just so sad after that, because the only kind of thing I enjoyed about it was the online.
Because, to be fair, they rinsed as much of Ezio as they could.
It upset me that much. I actually didn't buy Black Flag, did I?
Yeah.
When it came out, I was like, nope.
This is the problem. Oh god, I went 12. This is their own problem, right? They messed it up so much on the 3rd, no one went for the 4th. And I say, if they ignored the 3rd and went for the 4th, it would have been just as good. I love Kenway. That was amazing.
Do you remember? I only bought it because we walked into Asda and it was half price.
Yeah, that's
and I was
what I
like,
mean.
I'll buy it now. I'll give it a try. And it was months after it came out, but
you had nothing to play.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it, and I'm glad I did, because the story definitely won it. Yes, it won it back for me. I was like, you know what? This is proof they can still make a good Assassin's Creed game.
It's the main character a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, completely, because they're the ones who are controlling the story. That's the one you're playing. That's the one that's going to be revolved around.
Then after that came, what was it, Black Flag? Was it
Unity?
Was it Unity?
Yeah.
Or was it the London one? See, this is...
No. Unity was the next one. And then it was Syndicate.
Bug Simulator.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Honestly, can you please do a video on all my bugs in Unity? Honestly, we actually made up a game where I was having that... you kept asking me, what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Because I was just playing Unity and I was just laughing. And the amount... Honestly, it's just consumed my captures in Xbox One. And we actually invented a game, didn't you? You were like, just go about your normal game and just randomly record. And then me and you would sit there and point out the bugs in the background.
It's just spectacular. I've never seen a game so broken. Like, I've never seen a game where you can actually physically walk down the street in-game and about 4 bugs pop up at once. And it was a continuous thing. Like,
it was. I've had so many, I was playing online with my friend, and... he had to attack everyone for me because I couldn't take out my sword. It wouldn't let me, and he takes it out and he'll just wiggle it, they wiggle it at people. Yeah, and I was just doing that, and I was laughing, and I was on mic to him, and I was just like, I can't attack for some reason.
I'm a tickle you.
Yeah, look, this is all I could do, and I'm wiggling my sword.
I stopped sweeping the floor.
And it was just the one when he had slender arms.
Oh, the one where he was
he goes into a chest and he's opening it and he disappears into the chest, like the chest just sucked him in. And I'm like, where's he gone? Is that supposed to happen? Is it just because he's opening it? Yeah, I don't know, because we were online for the first time. And then I can see his dot behind me, and I'm like, where is he? I turn round, walk down a bit, and he's on a wall, and he's got really long arms that are going into the chest.
I have honestly never seen a game so broken in all my life.
It was funny though.
It was a funny broke.
It was
like,
funny broke.
There's another game that's so glitched it's hilarious.
Saints Row 2 was pretty glitchy.
Oh no, Saints Row some slack. It was competing with GTA at the time, and I thought that was okay, to be honest. No, there was another game that was like it, and the glitches made it. I can't forget the game now. Damn it.
You even like glitches. I guess the glitches that break your game aren't funny.
Yeah.
You know, where they corrupt it or something. But games where you're literally just going around and people are walking into walls or disappearing, reappearing.
If it fundamentally ruins part of the gameplay, then it's an issue. But I think if it was happening in the background a lot...
All games, I guess, have glitches, but then Unity really took the piss.
Unity took the
Unity
cake.
took yeah, completely, and I was quite excited, but there was...
I swear, there was like... there was one where the meshes in skin were rendering properly, and all you saw was this cunt's eyeballs and mouth. That's the only one I remember, and I think that was on PC, actually. I think I had it on PC for a bit, because it's £1.20 to buy.
I do laugh because the amount of videos I have of glitches. There's one as well where I was following my friend and I'm hovering in the air. I'm not holding on to any wall. I'm just in the air holding on to nothing. And the guy that was sliding, he weren't walking. He was just stood there thinking. He's meant to be walking. He's just sliding. His feet aren't moving.
Some of them are creepy.
And he's going up. He's going up over boxes and everything.
Some of them are creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like that one creeped me out when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today. It's been a very, not really a short podcast, but not as long as it usually is. But then again, the last episode I think was about 20 minutes. Not the last, but last. Bonnie Tyler's in the house. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Remember, if you want to follow us, hit us up on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel. The English is strong. But yeah, so hit subscribe, hit like, hit comment. Well, don't hit comment, but whatever.
Subscribe sub.
Subscribe sub.
Yeah,
and if you close enough. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us, and peace.
Peace.
It's
cool. I'm cool.
You're just not cool enough to say it. Thanks for joining the podcast. I hope you had a blast.
Oh my god.
I just want to keep that in there.